About.
Hello, hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us and welcome. It is your girl Tiffany here, and this is the first week of the 7 week, 7 success stories. Guys, this is going to be an amazing 7 weeks. You're going to hear some amazing stories, and today we have our first interview with Mrs. Sheena Bautista. Now, Sheena is what we like to call a product of the product. She is a novice success story, which you will hear about later on, of course. She's a wife, she's a mother, she's an author, and she's a realtor right here in Atlanta, Georgia. Um, she has a heart of gold and she loves helping people and watching people grow. It is just an absolute pleasure to have you with us today, Sheena. Welcome.
Hello, hello. Thank you so much, Queen, for having me on.
It is a pleasure. It is a pleasure. So, we're gonna get right into it. By
Okay.
the way, I love that yellow on you. It looks gorgeous.
Thank you, Queen.
All right. So, first, before we get into the questions, the first thing I want you to do for our audience is just tell us a little bit about yourself. Like, who are you? Who is Sheena?
Wow. You know what, Tiffany? Let me give it back to you, Queen. I just want to say thank you so much. And I'm not just saying thank you for interviewing me, but I want to say thank you for stepping into your power. Thank you so much for becoming the woman who you know that God has called you to be, because there are so many people's destiny and blessing that is locked up inside of your womb. And so, because you've decided to step into your greatness, because you have decided to embrace who you are as a child of God, as a millionaire, as a queen, the fruit of your labor is coming forth. And so I'm just so grateful. I'm so grateful to be on this journey with you. I'm so grateful to be able to run with you as my business partner, as my sister in Christ. It feels so good to see your growth and to know that I've been able to contribute to it is just a blessing. And I'm just so honored to be here on this morning. Um, and so you guys, my name is Sheena Bautista. Before I start talking about my accolades, I first want to give it up to God. I would not be who I am today had I not decided, right? Because we have free will, but um I decided to become closer to God. I decided to get into alignment with Him. I decided to get in alignment with Him. And so I'm a child of the Most High, right? I'm a child of a king.
Right.
So because I'm a child of a king, I am a queen. I am a daughter to the king. Aside from that piece, I am a wife. I am a mom of all four boys. I'm excited to say that. I love being a boy mom. Um, I am a published author of the book called Girl. Let's see if you can see it. Uh-oh. Girl, Go and Get Your Life Back. We'll drop it somewhere in here. Um, and let's see what else. I'm a realtor. Can't leave that out. I am a realtor. And then I've partnered with this amazing company by the name of Nove. So I'm just excited.
Awesome, awesome, Tina. Sheena. Oh Lord. Okay. So I'm just completely changing your name right there.
It's all good.
So Sheena, tell us, how was improving your credit? How has it impacted your life?
You know, to be honest with you, Tiffany, um, just a few years ago, I found myself divorced and bankrupt, right? So I never knew I would look up and I would be divorced with kids and bankrupt. So I filed for bankruptcy after going through a horrible divorce because everything was in my name. Everything was in my name. And because I filed for bankruptcy, Tiffany, my credit score dropped to the low fours. So it was right around the 470 mark. I had paid thousands of dollars trying to go through credit restoration companies, credit repair companies, with just absolutely no results.
Wow.
And then I found a guy online by the name of Mr. Ali. And I was in his DM, like most of us are, right? So I was in his DM and I said, "Hey, I've been watching you over the past couple of years. It seems that, this company is getting a lot of results. Can you please send me the link?" Well, you guys, I got set up, Tiffany, I got started right away.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, results, they vary based on the credit profile, but my
Yes.
credit went from the low fours to a 775 within about 6 months.
Nice.
And so, had I known about Nove prior to filing for bankruptcy, I wouldn't have had to go through that. But I'm excited to be where I am today because of Nove.
So you can say it literally changed your life.
It literally changed my life. We had been trying to purchase a house for years and just couldn't. We
Mm-hmm.
couldn't purchase a house because we didn't have the credit. And so after getting my credit up with Nove, we became first time homeowners.
Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. So you got your credit fixed. What made you join the business though?
You know what, Tiffany? It was really in my prayer time because honestly, after, being divorced, after going through bankruptcy, um, being depressed, you find yourself embarrassed, right? And
Yes.
so I was embarrassed to share my story. I was embarrassed to tell people where I had came from. And it was in my prayer time. I was asking God, and I advise a lot of people to go back and do that. Like, God, what did you tell me to do the first time? Like, why? Because we all have those moments where we like, man, we should be much further in life. Like,
Yes.
I know by now I should be a multi-millionaire. What is holding me up? And so I went back to God and I'm like, what's up, God? Like, what's going on? And he was like, Sheena, you're holding back on my people. And
Wow.
I was like, ooh, that hit different, Tiffany.
Mm-hmm.
Like he said, you have the resource right in the palm of your hands. You're not taking advantage of it
Mm-hmm.
and you're not telling anybody about it. And it was just out of obedience. I said, you know what? A lot of people can use this as me being a realtor and
Yes.
helping buyers, right? And
Yes.
then other realtors could use this as well to help their buyers come through and be able to get qualified to purchase a home.
That is right. That is so true. So you pretty much wanted to just share the wealth, share the
Absolutely.
information. Exactly. And
Absolutely.
that's what we need to do. The more people we help, get what they want, the more we get what we want. We just need to learn
Absolutely.
that.
Absolutely.
Helping people just propels our business, our life in general. Um, so it says, what is one piece of advice that you'd give to someone starting out with less than perfect credit?
Mm. One piece of advice to someone starting out with less than perfect credit.
Mm-hmm.
I would have to say we have to get to a place where we become financially literate, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, something that I took from another one of our business partners, she said, check your credit like you check your bank account. And that hit home for me because I know a lot of us check our bank account a lot to see what purchases are going in, how much money is going in, what's coming out, and all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that if you know what's on your credit, bring that awareness piece is
Mm-hmm.
so important, right? And
Yes.
then once you know what's on your credit, you have to go and get help. So I guess that wasn't one thing. That was kind of like two things, but a two part to it.
Yeah. And to add to what you say, though, one thing I want people to realize who have found themselves in a situation with less than perfect credit is that it's nothing to be ashamed of.
Mm-mm.
You know, I think at least all of us have been there at one point in time, but for you to get out of it, you have to ask for help because you don't know what you don't know. You can't fix what you don't know how to fix,
That's right.
you know? That's just my 2 cents.
I love that. I love that. That's the truth.
Yeah. So tell us, what is your next step or your next goals for credit and business?
Ooh. So the interesting part about the interview that we're having today is because there again in my prayer time, God told me, He was like, write out all your debt
Hmm.
so that it can be visible, so that you can write the vision and make it plain, so that you can strategically see how much money you need to make, who you
Hmm.
need to pay back, you know. And I wrote that out and I said, okay, now I know how much money I need to make. Now I have a clear goal towards what I need to be running for.
Hmm.
And so right now, when it comes to Nove, I'm currently a consultant, but my goal is to be a senior consultant or even a regional consultant to make sure, I'm sorry, a regional sales director to make sure that I'm having the residual income coming in to fit those bills that I have.
I love it. I love it. Um,
And to do that,
yes, ma'am.
that's going to cause for me helping more people on my team rise to a greater level as well, right?
That's
So
it.
that's the most exciting part. Seeing the transformation of the people on the team is
Yes.
beautiful.
And ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, we are taking over Conyers.
Yes,
Yes, we are.
that's a fact.
Look out. We're going to start having local meetings in and around the Conyers area. So look out for it. It's coming. Okay. So tell us, how has this journey shaped you personally?
Ooh, it has shaped me a lot. I like to think of marketing or network marketing
Hmm.
as a personal development journey with a compensation plan attached,
Amen.
right? Because you have to serve before you deserve.
Yes.
And it's not just a slogan, right? You have to come up a little higher. You have to continuously improve yourself and become a better person in order to lead. You have to become a better person in order for you to make more money, to attract a different caliber of people. And
Hmm.
so I would like to think that it has helped me become a better person all around, even with regards to my looks. You know, I'm taking on a different professionalism of looks. My husband even said to me yesterday, he said, oh, I'm noticing that, you started changing. I'm noticing. And I'm like, you noticed that? He was
Hey,
like,
that's
yeah,
a
I
good
noticed
thing. That
that.
is a good thing.
Yes, it's a beautiful thing. And
Hmm.
so I didn't have to say it. He just all of a sudden he sees the growth. And that's a beautiful thing for me.
Nice. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Now tell me, Miss Sheena, if you could go back and give yourself one piece of advice at the beginning of your journey, what would it be?
At the beginning of which part of the journey?
Your credit journey.
One piece of advice.
Hmm.
If I had to give myself one piece of advice, it would be, mm, I got to think about that one, Tiffany.
I have never seen her stumped, ladies and gentlemen. I have never seen her stumped. Oh my gosh. Yes.
And the reason why I say that is because I've learned so much on the journey.
Hmm.
Like if I had to give myself one piece of advice, I probably would say know who you are. Like, because, and the reason why I say that is because I believe that a lot of what led me into who I became and become, getting into debt is because I didn't know who I was. Like I ended up in a relationship with somebody who wasn't the best, just turned out not to be the best person for me, right?
Hmm.
And um environment is everything, right?
Yes.
And so I think that if I would have slowed down just a little bit, maybe taking my mom's advice a little bit more, taking my
Mm-hmm.
father's advice a little bit more, and learning who I was before I got into a relationship, before you get out here in this world and you just ready to, oh, I'm ready to grow up. I'm ready to grow up. I'm ready to get out the house. You know how we do. I'm just ready. I'm ready. But had I slowed down,
Mm-hmm.
taken my time, figure out who you are, Sheena, figure out what you really want to do in the world, figure out who God really has called you to be, then I don't think I would have ended up in the situation that I was in to had led me into a certain amount of debt.
That is amazing. That is amazing. See, I know even though you were stumped, you've got the perfect answer inside of you somewhere. You know, my daughter, my youngest daughter, she said to me once, she said, Mommy, if you could come back as anybody, who would you come back as if you could relive your life? I said, me. She's like, no, 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 you don't understand. Who would you come back as if you could live your life over? I said, I would come back as me, but just with all the knowledge that I have now.
Exactly.
You
Exactly.
know, I don't want to be anybody else, but I want to be me, but I want all the knowledge that I have now so I can learn and propel and believe bigger, faster. You
Believe
know,
bigger,
it's
faster.
crazy. So, what is one advice as we wrap it up? What is one advice that you would give to someone on the fence about starting their credit journey or even starting the business? What is one advice that you would give to someone on the fence?
Trust the process. Understand that mentors are the shortcut. And yes, I know sometimes, a lot of people are skeptical, right?
Mhm.
You have people who have been through some things, they've been scammed out of, of money and time, and a lot of people have lost out. However, if you see someone who is consistent, someone who is authentic, someone who is dedicated to helping you win,
Mhm.
trust the process, because the mentor or the coach is someone who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way.
All right.
So that would be my one piece of advice.
Absolutely amazing. And we have one of the best mentors that you're going to find. We have one of the best. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, this was Miss Sheena Bautista just giving her a little bit of herself today. And I do appreciate your time, young lady. And I do appreciate all the insights. I do hope that this had helped and blessed somebody's heart. Before we close out, Miss Sheena, any closing remarks?
I think we covered it all. Join us in Novay. Listen, if you look, this will be the closing remarks. This is it right here.
Okay.
If you are a realtor, right? As a realtor, we know the importance of having a strong pipeline. There are so many realtors out there who are frustrated because
Mhm.
they have a lot of potential buyers that are just on the fence.
That's right.
We have a lot of realtors who have potential buyers that you have forgotten about because they weren't ready,
That's true.
right? And so the pipeline is important. And if you can get them set up into a system
Mm-hmm.
to help get them on the right path to home ownership, as you're being compensated to do so,
Yes,
it's a win-win,
definitely.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then for the entrepreneur whose goal is to no longer be self-employed, but to leverage their time and their money, this is it. Nove is it. It's a beautiful thing. The system is already laid out.
Yeah.
The compensation plan is amazing. And then we're surrounded by other people other 6-figure, 7-figure mentors and coaches that want to see you win. It's a beautiful thing. So join us. Why wait?
Why wait? That's it. You have
That's it.
said it all. There is nothing else for me to add. You
Mic
have
drop.
said it all. Okay, guys, I do thank you so much for joining me and Miss Bautista,
Thank
as she
you.
gave us some words of wisdom today. Look out next week as we come with another Nove success story for you guys. All right, have an amazing, amazing, amazing day. And God bless you. And remember, either your mind has expanded to meet your goals or your goals will shrink to meet your mind. So have a great day.